think. Back in business. Go. Yep. Good. Sorry about the delay. A few little technical issues there, but we're all good. Eventually. Okay, yoga. BOF yoga. It's not really yoga. It's just basically loads of different things we've nicked from loads of different ideas and put it into our own little strength, stretch and mobility session. All you need for this session is probably a few mats or a mat and maybe a bench just for a couple of the exercises when we're in a prone position. So it just takes a bit of stress out the shoulders. But it's not essential and it's probably only about one of them you're going to need that for anyway. So if you're one of our members, get stuck in. If you haven't filled in one of our health questionnaires, you do this at your own risk. If you want to fill one of the health questionnaires in, just go on the website, you'll find them there, you can download it, fill it in, ping a screenshot back to us, that'd be great, then you're all covered. Or bring it down to one of the outdoor sessions next week. If you haven't been to one of our sessions yet outdoors, they start next week. You can book online through Smoothbook. And you'll need to bring one of those health questionnaires to come and join in. Your first session is always free. It's always a free trial at any point for anybody who wants to try one of the outdoor sessions. It's all on the newsletters. Everything's on the website and all the social media stuff. So here we go. We need to start our warm-up. In fact, we definitely need to do a warm-up today. Definitely just dropped a little bit temperature-wise. So here we go. 30 seconds of each of these moves. So first one is jumping jacks. Nice and easy to start with. If any of you came out and did the run this morning, good to see you. As always, there's a few more people than expected. It's great fun. But lots of people running off in different directions. So it was all safe, all good. So nice and easy, these jumping jacks. And into heel flicks. A couple of runs up Devil's Dyke this morning with a few other people. Ginny, who smashed the ladies' record for the run around the Devil's Dyke loop. Lawrence, and he brought his daughter. And Neil, with his two-tone tan. They probably should need to be doing this actually, because this stretch is going to seriously help after that hard hill running. Knees up. So no mini bands, no kit needed today. This one is mobility, stretch, and a little bit of strength involved in it. If anybody's into running, the low tides aren't as low as they have been recently, but tomorrow and Saturday are your best times to go. At 6 in the morning, 6 in the evening. Okay, reverse lunge and reach. So if you like running on the sand, it's just out from the groins on the beach. There's sand rather than pebbles. It's a great adventure. I'm going to try and go down for about 6 tomorrow morning. I think 6 tomorrow, 6 tomorrow evening. The best time is 6-ish on Saturday. It's all on our social media pages, the BOF running group. And if you've got a dog, squat and twist. Take your dog down to low tide. They love the sand. Big squat, big twist. Then we're going to go into our press up position. Step and reach. So from here, just into a press up position, step, reach, big stretch up. Good. Don't think we're actually doing this stretch in this session, so enjoy this one. Big stretch, step, push the hips into the floor, reach up, look at the hand. Okay, I'm back into jumping jacks. Just mix it up with the arms. Bounce it nice and lightly on the balls of the feet. It's going a little bit quicker than last time. And heel flicks 3/4 of the way up this time. Stretch out front of those thighs. And we're going into knee raises. Getting 3/4 of the way up. Always look forward to this session. After a week of quite hard sessions, after some really hard sessions this week, it's good to do this. A couple of really good hard runs as well. So this always helps. Just give you that time to help stretch out, increase your mobility. Good, next we do that forward lunge and twist. So step, twist, back into the middle, then stand up. Twist, back to the middle, then stand up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, make sure you stand, back into the middle before you stand up. Okay, and this time big deep squat, reach over the top. That's good. Squat, reach, squat. All the way over the top. There we go, go to that press up position, stretch out the abs, stretch out through the back of the legs. There we go. Stretch out through the summer muscles. Just so you feel it through here and you're not compressing your spine. You know discomfort in your lower back. Throw a press up in. And again. That's good. Once more through, jumping jacks with shoulder presses and front presses, 3 of each, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good, so I hope you're all booked into at least one session next week. Can't wait. Be good off 30-minute blast. And then when we're allowed to take on more people in each group, make the sessions a bit longer. Okay, heel flicks all the way up. That's good, all the way up with those heels. Lean forward slightly. Don't forget, we're getting all excited about doing the outdoor sessions again, but we're still doing these online sessions. Just check the new timetable, it's on the website, newsletters, knees up. I think these are going to be a permanent fixture for us as well now. It's a good option for when the weather's miserable in winter. You can still do an outdoor one and offer an at-home one live. Not that the weather's always that bad. Get the right clothing. It's never bad. Leg swings. Good, stretching out through the back of the thighs. Then we're going to go into arm circles. With a big reach. Reach up nice and high. And backwards. Again, big reach. Really stretch out. And stretch out through the chest. So the last bit of our warm-up, we're doing our walkouts into a press up. Here we go. Straight legs. Ooh. Big stretch up. Walk out. Press up. Walk the hands back. Big reach. Reach. And rest there. Ready to go in about a minute. So get whatever you need, your water, your mats. Just get ready to go. There you go, getting a bit overdressed, already too warm. Okay, so you're going to set this timer. So each one of these moves is a minute, and then we get 20 seconds till we move on to the next one. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's change that. We're going to do 20 seconds to each one, 30 seconds. So 1 minute and then 20 seconds in between each one. So it'll take about half an hour to do the whole thing 3 times. So if you're stretched for time, you can still do this. So here we go, 10 seconds. Our first one, you're going to do a hero press up. So if you're on a bench, drop down, up, press up, and then stretch out through the abs. Or you do this on the floor like I'm about to. So let's go. So in this position, stretch out through the abs, come up, sink back, come forward, press up, stretch. Big deep breath, up, sink back, big breath, forwards. Optional press up, you don't need to do the press up. Big deep breath, sink back again. If you need to, put the knees on the floor, try to push the chest into the floor, just stretch out through the upper body. Lift up, sink back, down forward. Stretch out through the abs. 2 big deep breaths, sink back. Again, you don't need to do this press up. If you can, that's great. And rest. Okay, so basically all these moves, they go from the floor to your feet, floor to your feet. This time we're doing that lunge and reach. So as we're doing the warm up, reverse lunge, reach up with one hand, then we can really exaggerate the stretch on one side. Same arm, same leg, step back, reach up. If you want to extend the stretch through your hips, just put the knee down and lean back more. If you want to keep the work through the legs, keep that knee off the floor, you can still do the stretch. 2 breaths, change. When we're doing this stretch back, you're trying to push this hand backwards, not over the top. Keep the chest up, look ahead. Big stretch, so all the way down here, and particularly here. Reach up and back. Let's go. Big reach. Big stretch. Do a lot of sitting down in the day at desks or in a car, whatever. It's a great stretch for here. Okay, next one, you're going to do half walk out into a groin stretch. So you're going to start in the groin stretch, which is here. Push your knees apart. And just walk the hands out. You can do a press up if you want to. Walk back in. So you're feeling a stretch down through here. Walk the hands out. Little press up. Walk the hands back. There we go. Walk out. Press up. Just say from the side. Back in. Make sure the heels are on the floor. Push those knees apart. Walk out. Press up. Keep the chest up. Look ahead. And walk out. That press up is optional. 2 big deep breaths. Remember to change the hand that you move first when we walk back. And rest. Okay, so this time we're going to do a hamstring stretch and reach. So from side view, as if you're going to do a normal hamstring stretch, push the hands back, reach up. On toes on this leg. Switch your legs, push the hands back, reach. So on the front stretch, you're getting the back of the hamstrings, you can really feel that. And at this one, you should be feeling your stretch through your abs as you reach up, lean back slightly, switch legs, reach back, reach up, switch legs. Back, reach up. When you breathe out, try and extend your stretch. So you're going this way. As you breathe out, you lower your chest. Breathe out, reach up a bit higher. Switch legs. Breathe out, lower the chest. Bigger stretch through the hamstrings. And reach. And as you get through this, you'll be able to go deeper and deeper in the stretches. So this time we're stretching out through the hips. Okay, so this time in a press-up position, bring the foot and knee to 90 degrees. Then lower the chest down. Feel the stretch in the hips, on the outside of the hips. Up, optional press-up. Then just bring the knee to 90 degrees. And then just play around with your body position. Find out where it stretches most. Okay, 1, 2, big deep breaths. Up. Switch. Two big deep breaths. An optional press up. You're only trying to bring the knee out to 90 degrees. Don't bring it up too high. We want to stretch the hips, not the glutes. We're going to do that one in a bit. So out to the side, lower your weight. It's one place you don't really get to stretch very often. Really important. Just to 90 degrees, the knee. And back up. It's always good to do those press-ups in these sessions because you don't actually do a lot. But by the time you finish this session, you will have done quite a few. Okay, so it's a good way of improving your press-up technique and strength. Without overloading. This time, wide leg squat, stance, squat, reach. Feet nice and wide, toes and knees in line. Reach, breathe, lower, reach, squat. So stretch, drop, reach, squat. Stretch, breathe, drop, breathe, reach. Breathe out as you come out of that squat. Big stretch through the back of the thighs. Get the backside as low as you can here. Reach as high as you can. Stand up. Stretch. Breathe. Drop. Reach. Breathe. Good. Stretch. Drop. Reach. And breathe. Stretch. Keep his legs locked out at this point. Big drop. Big reach. Then our last one is our glute stretch, our racing pigeon pose. Okay, so it's in that pigeon pose, but we just do it briefly. This time you want to get your knee right underneath your chest. So whereas before you went out to 90, you want your knee up here. Lower, 1, 2 breaths, up, press up, change. Lower, 1, 2, deep breaths. Big stretch here on the glutes. Up, press up, lower. And again, switch. 1, 2. Really nice stretch through the glutes here on this bent leg side. As you get more confident, you can go lower and deeper. Lower down and deeper into the stretch. Back up. Now as you get better at this, you bring your knee further and further up. So you should be trying to get it in line with your hands. Hands are shoulder width apart, underneath your shoulders. Get your knee up in line with them. And rest. Good work. One down, another one to go. Just take a minute, shake everything out. All still with us, all looking good. Good, so go again in about 30 seconds. It's quite odd, I'm using my wife's Mac book for Zoom and it's crystal clear. It's quite off-putting when you're used to that normal PC screen. Okay, so go around again, all the same exercises. The first one, remember, is that hero press up. I've used a bench or the floor. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So into that press up position. Sit back on the heels. Big breath out. Up. Press up. Stretch through the abs. You can put your thighs on the floor if you want. Big deep breath. Up and back. And in. Press up. Stretch. Really nice stretch through your stomach muscles. In. Press up. Stretch. Good. Make sure there should be no discomfort in your lower back when you do that ab stretch. So in. There should be nothing here going on here. Okay, nothing going on here. All the stretch here. You do pinch your lower back. Just don't drop the hips too much. And rest. Okay, this time on lunge and reach. So big stretch up on one side. Same arm, same leg. And again, if you want to extend the stretch, put the knee down. 2 big breaths out. So knee down to extend the stretch. On the second breath, just reach a bit higher. With the hand. So knee down or up. And again, moving nicely through to the next one, just flowing. And again. Reach. And again. Reach. Reach again. Good strong work, folks. And rest. Good, so we've gone from the floor to the feet, or back to the floor. This time remember that groin stretch, then into a walkout. So feet nice and wide, heels on the floor. Push those knees apart for 2. Okay, then we're going to walk out Do your press up if you want to, otherwise just pause, walk back. When you're in this position, keep your chest up, look ahead, try not to hunch over. So stay upright, then walk out. And push those knees apart. And again, walk out. When we do that press up, we'll just pause and hold that high plank position. And again, walk out. Let's go back in here. Good control moves. Changing the hand, you move first. And up we come. This time we're back on our feet, doing that hamstring stretch, or the giraffe, or giraffe. Stretch. Remember, you do a normal hamstring stretch, sink back, breathe and lower, and reach. So stretch, breathe and lower, reach, breathe and lift. So this way, stretch, breathe and lower, reach, breathe and lift. Try and get the front foot on the floor. On the toes on the back foot, both feet flat here. Reach. Remember, as you breathe out on this bottom move, lower the chest. Sink down, big stretch through that hamstring. Then reach. Change legs. Sink into that stretch. Should be feeling really good. Stretch, sink, reach, lift. Brilliant. Next one, our hip stretch. So back into that press up position, bringing the knee out to 90 degrees. Doesn't matter where the rest of your leg goes, just the knee to 90. Don't bring it up too high. So stretching here, not here. Okay, the only way you'll do that is leg to 90 degrees. So from here across, lower, up, optional press up, switch. And again, switch. Just trying to get your body weight over the top of that knee, or sorry, that hip. And up. Stretch the hip, really nice stretch out here. Sinking in, using your own body weight. Now that press up is optional. Throw them in. And again. Knee out, 2 breaths. And in. That's great work. Good, 2 more. Remember, this one is that wide stance. So you're going to stretch, drop, reach, squat. Just a bit slower than that. Big deep breath each one. Feeling better already for this. Stretch, breathe, drop, hands up, breathe out as you squat. Stretch. So here, you're just trying to sit back on your haunches, get as low as you can with the backside, then reach, up through. Stretch the back of the thighs, drop, as low as you can, reach as high as you can, push through, all under control. Stretch, drop, reach, push through. Good. As you get better mobility, you should be able to get your hands higher and further back. I think when we started that, mine were about here. Terrible. Okay, and our last one in this set, our second set, is our racing pigeon pose. And again, that's just a made up one by us or me. The pigeon pose, just faster. So it's a racing pigeon pose. So bring the knee right underneath the chest. 1, 2, up, press up and then switch. So from the side, knee underneath the chest. Every time we breathe out, sink a bit lower, up, optional press up, into the next one. The last one in this move, before we have a quick breather for a minute. Let's grab a drink. Then one more of these sets to do. And rest there. Good work, good work. So you've got one more lot to do. So take a minute. So this one, if you want, take even longer at the bottom of each stretch, because you're now fully mobile, fully warmed, already stretched off. You can extend these a little bit further now. So if you can, or want to, maybe hold for 2 or 3 breaths rather than 1 or 2. Particularly on the points you know you want to stretch more. Okay, so again, with all these sessions, you use it at best of, get the best out of it for you. It's this set format, but there's always better ways for you individually to stretch and work. Everybody's slightly different. And like I said, if you can or want to, just extend the lower point of your stretch, particularly on the bits you want to stretch out more. Otherwise, do the same as we were doing. Last time around, let's go back into our hero press-ups and ab stretch. And you sit back. Put the knees down if you need to, pushing the back into the floor. Back up, press up, stretch. Okay, if you're using a bench, do the same here, just sitting back, over the top. Press up and stretch. But don't go too far on the ab stretch if you're using a raised point. It's very easy to squeeze your lower back. That's a good stretch. That's good. Sitting back, pushing the shoulder back into the floor, and then up and rest. So back on our feet, then our lunge and reach. So remember, if you want to stretch out here more, hold that stretch for a bit longer, maybe 3 breaths. Remember, same arm, same leg, step backwards. Hand goes up and back, not that way, that way. So reach. And again. And 2 or 3 big breaths. Put the knee on the floor or keep that knee hovering, knee hovering. And back up. Switch. Push those hips through, lean back slightly. Big stretch here, this big tendon. So you shouldn't really be getting a stretch through the quads here, it should be up here. To get that further, if you're feeling it here, I want to lean back more, push the hips through more. And if you are feeling your quads, not here, put the knee down. Exaggerate that stretch, that hip push, lean back. Okay, and then we're back down to the floor work. So doing our groin stretch. And walk out to a press up. Press up's optional. If you're not doing a press up, remember just hold that press up position, breathe, and then walk back in. So starting down here, push the knees apart. 2 breaths, or 3 if this is where you need to stretch more. Walk out, or pause, back in. Chest up, look ahead. And then walk the hands out. 1, 2, 3, and back. One, 2, 3, back in. Nice and low, the backside. Push those knees apart. Then we keep looking ahead. And again, stretch. 1, 2, 3. And stretch. And rest. Back on our feet. You might feel that actually work your hip flexors here. We'll do an extended stretch on this at the end. Okay, back into our hamstring stretch and reach. This side first. Remember, hamstring stretch, reach, breathe out and lower, stand up, and reach. Switch legs, hamstring stretch, extend it, reach, and extend. Again from the front, stretch, back of the thighs. Really good stretch here. And up, stretching out through the stomach muscles. You can feel it really pulling all the way through here. So stretch, reach, and switch legs. And switch legs. Good. Big stretch through here. So make sure this front leg's locked out.